Did you know that in 19th century Prussia, students were taught using a method called the monitorial system, where advanced students taught their peers in large classrooms, sometimes with over 100 kids? It was like a student-led revolution in education. Exploring rare historical education methods can provide valuable insights into learning. By looking at how people learned in the past, we can appreciate the evolution of education and maybe even discover new ways to learn. Many of us think traditional education has always been the norm, but that's not entirely true. For centuries, education was often reserved for the wealthy, and methods varied greatly. The common misconception is that traditional education has always been the standard, but history shows us that there have been many alternative approaches. One example is the apprenticeship model, where students learned a trade by working under a skilled craftsman. This hands-on approach allowed for practical learning and direct mentorship. Another example is the use of hornbooks, which were wooden or metal tablets with a protective cover, used to teach reading and writing in medieval Europe. The Dalton plan is another interesting method, developed in the early 20th century. It emphasized individualized learning and self-paced instruction, where students worked through educational materials at their own speed. Then there's the project method, which involves students working on real-world projects to learn various subjects. The monitorial system I mentioned earlier still fascinates me. Its effectiveness in large classrooms with limited teacher supervision is surprising. What we can learn from it today is the value of peer-to-peer learning and the potential for self-directed education. Recapping, we've explored unique education methods like the monitorial system, apprenticeships, hornbooks, the Dalton plan, and project-based learning. These methods may seem unusual by today's standards, but they offer valuable lessons for contemporary educational practices. If you've got a favorite historical education method or an interesting learning story, share it with us in the comments. Suggest other topics you'd like to see covered in future videos, and let's keep the conversation going.